All right, y'all. We in the building. Roll the intro.
Another one, it's another one, and another.
What's poppin', y'all? We are back with another video. If this is your first time here, click that subscribe button. It's somewhere down there. Go ahead and click it right now. And make sure you turn that notification bell on and like this video. Super important. Like the video. Do that first. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on so you don't miss the next time I drop another video. All right, y'all. So we got to quickly, I'm going to get y'all out of here. This is going to be very, very brief. But we got to talk about the Diamond Princess, y'all. We got to talk about Trina. Trina did an interview with Carlos King, and it was a really good interview. I actually watched it in full today while I was at the gym. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. While I was at the gym. I watched it and it was a really good interview. I've always loved Trina, y'all. So growing up, so my mom liked Trina. So you know, whoever your mom kind of listened to, you kind of listened to them too as a kid. You in the back seat, you know, they playing the Keisha Cole, the Fantasia. Trina was definitely in the rotation. For my mom, Little Kim had already had her time. She was done already. Well, not done, but she was, you know, she wasn't active, I should say, by the time, you know, I got of age and everything to actually understand the music. But I love Trina. I love Trina, the Diamond Princess. Like, she's just a class act. She's so classy. Just everything about her is just like very like polished in a way. Like, she don't do the mess. She's just no nonsense. And so in the interview, Trina talked about, you know, the passing of her mom, how that affected her, how she wasn't really communicating with people. You know, after her mom died, which is, you know, expected. She also talked about like how she got started in her career as far as, you know, she didn't even really think she was gonna rap. You know, Trick Daddy just called her to the studio and, you know, she just kind of started like, you know, popping her and it just happened for her. And she talked about her being a realtor at first. So I knew that, but to hear her talk a little bit more in depth about that, that was really good. And then also Carlos had mentioned to her that he felt that she didn't get the proper like flowers and things that she deserved from the industry, and she also expounded on how like she's never won any awards. She said she won one award and it was like a BET image award or something like that. But she talked about how when she was in the category with these female rappers, it was her, I think she said Eve, Missy, Kim, and maybe Foxy, I think at the time. And so she kind of talked about it because, you know, Trina came out in the late 1990s, yeah, around that era and everything. And so she talked about that, and she says, you know, I didn't really feel a way basically about not winning an award because, you know, Missy is in the category. She said, and at that time Missy was like, you know, that. So she felt as if like, you know, from what I pulled from it, like they deserved it more than I did, you know. And, you know, I'm like, I think Trina could have won one award as far as like, you know, best female, whatever. But, you know, you got Missy Elliott, super talented in the category. She was just killing it at that time. So she talked about like, I'm not, you know, I was never mad. She was like, because at the end of the award ceremony, we all going out to the club and celebrate because we were all friends. And she talked about the female rap unity back then too, how there wasn't a whole lot of like, you know, the cattiness, I guess, that's going on today in the industry. When Trina was there, she said she was cool with all the female rappers, and she said they were all cool with each other for the most part. The only people that really had an issue that we know of, obviously there were others, but it was really just the Kim and Foxy beef. And we know that Kim and Eve ended up getting into it too, and, you know, stuff like that. And I'm only talking about from that era because you had Kim, you had Foxy, you had Missy, you had Trina, you had Eve, and then we'll throw Left Eye in there too because, you know, she was rapping too. So you had those, and most of those girls got along. You really didn't hear too much about them beefing or anything like that. So it was good to hear her talk about that. You know, Trina has been in the game a long time, and, you know, I feel like without a Trina, there would be no, like, you know, Young Miami or no Carisha and any other female rapper who probably is on the rise right now that is kind of like riding a wave of like that South talk and stuff like that. You know, Trina is just that girl still. I still love her. I still love Trina. Even though she's not super active with music, like, I just love how she carries herself. You could tell that she just exudes like a confident, female. You ever just seen someone who is just confident and who is just like, she's not with all the rah-rah. She's not worried about the outside noise and things like that. Trina is just, she's focused on, getting to the money, stuff like that. So it was really good to just hear her perspective on those things. But the main thing I really did like that she spoke on, she spoke about her relationship with Nicki Minaj. So if you all can recall, a few years back, Trina had put out an album, and on the album there was a record with her and Nicki Minaj called Baps. And so on that record, Trina and Nicki Minaj were supposed to be doing, Trina explained that the label wanted to push that record as a single. And so she kind of talked about how, Nicki was all for it. Single, that means we got to send it to radio, and we have to, after we send it to radio, then, we got to, get the budget and everything for the video, yada, yada, yada. So her assistant, I believe at the time, or someone from her team, ended up coming out and speaking on Instagram or Twitter. I'm not sure what it was. No, it was Instagram, because it was definitely, I believe, a video. And basically, he was kind of blaming Nicki Minaj for the reason that the record, I guess, did not happen and become a single. And so there was like some weird energy there, because as far as we had knew, Trina and, oh wait, I didn't even pull them up. Trina and Nicki Minaj were friends. And so it just was kind of giving weird energy and stuff like that. Now, Trina did briefly clear up what had happened as far as when it first happened. She briefly kind of spoke on it and was like, hey, it's not Nicki's fault. But in this interview with Carlos King, we kind of see her expound a little bit more on the issue. And so she really was kind of, Trina, girl, I love me some Trina. I love me some Trina. I said Trina. I love me some Trina. However, she was talking around that issue a little bit. And if you go watch it, Trina didn't have the budget to do that video and do the radio stuff that Nicki wanted her to do. So she said Nicki told her, this is what we need to do in order for us to do it. This, and that. She said Nicki even followed up with her and was following up with her and was in communication with her after a couple weeks had went by, like, hey, what's going on? Da, 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 da. So it was not Nicki's fault that, that was even a thing. So basically the person on her team just talked out of turn. And so, yeah, Trina didn't have a budget. She didn't say that. But she kind of said that, and you know what I mean? I picked up on what she was putting down. She didn't have the budget, I guess, to probably do the video, and maybe it was a fee that I don't even think it was a fee that Nicki Minaj was asking for to do the video, or it could have been, but maybe it was just a budget for the video in general that her record label at the time, or her management, somebody, it just got lost in translation. And then fast forward, so we know that happened with them and everything. And we're on the outside looking in. And then last year, you guys know that Trina had went viral for saying basically Beyonce is the best female rapper, I guess. And, everybody like, huh? Beyonce's not a rapper. So she cleared that up too, but then again, she didn't. She was just kind of like, I love Beyonce. But girl, that was not the question, Trina. But we love Trina though. And Trina, she also talked about just like what her current relationship is with Nicki Minaj. And at the time, it's non-existent. They have not talked, she said, since Nicki's dad passed away. So probably about 3 years or so. But she said, but remember, Nicki's dad did pass away after the Baps thing had happened. And so she did reach out to Nicki after her dad had passed away. And she also spoke very good things about Nicki. She said she's proud of her. She said, I love to see her doing good. She got the sold out tour. I'm just happy to see her doing well. And I wish her nothing but the best. But yeah, so I thought it was really, really good to just hear from Trina, y'all. And just hear her perspective on what she said about, everything in the interview, down to how she got started in the business. She talked about a little bit about her mom, her relationships in the past. She even spoke about the Diddy and Cassie situation too, and she felt very, very strongly about that. I mean, she talked about it for like 3 minutes. She didn't come up for air. She was talking about it, and she was just basically saying in any situation that she said the women should leave. She was like, don't ever let a man put their hands on you. She really spoke on it, y'all. So all in all, it was a good interview. It was about an hour and 30 minutes, I think. And I love seeing interviews from people that we don't see that are like super duper active. You know what I mean? Because they have a lot to tell. You know, they've lived through a lot. I feel like Trina, she's been around since the late 1990s and whatever. So she's seen a lot too. You know, she's been in the business a while, over 25 years. So it was just nice to kind of hear her talk and hear her perspective on things. So you guys should definitely check the interview out if you haven't already. I know there's some clips and things circulating online. Trina did talk about her. She's in love now too. So it was just a really nice interview. So I just wanted to come on here and touch on that briefly with you all. But y'all, look at this picture I pulled up. Y'all see this picture right here? That's Nicki and that is Trina. Isn't that crazy? Let me make it a little bigger. That is so crazy. Look at them. Wow. And Nicki with the colorful eyeshadow and the pink little extensions in the back. Trina looks good. Trina look real good. They look so young and just full of life. Full of life. And it looks very genuine. So I hope that, you know, see, this is my hope. And maybe I'm a dreamer. I really hope that they can maybe by her doing this interview, maybe it sparks one of them to reach out to one another. And you know, Nicki Minaj has a couple Florida dates coming up on the second leg of the tour. Maybe she'll bring Trina along, or at least have her come out for those 2 dates. Or you never know, maybe Trina can be Nicki Minaj's special guest at the concert instead of Monica, because I know she might have another special guest. Who knows? I think that would be would y'all be here for Trina being Nicki's special guest on the second leg of the Pink Friday 2 tour? I think I would be here for that because Trina got some bops. I would be here for that. Yeah, I kind of would be here for that. I'm not gonna lie. Who do y'all think should be the special guest or the opener? I feel like she definitely should bring JT. I know she want to bring Bia, and I love Bia, but you could probably leave Bia at home just because I don't know a whole lot of Bia's songs. She'll do a whole lot of money, and I'm that, you know. Or if you do want to bring them, then maybe just have them do 2 songs. Well, have Bia do her 2 songs and JT do her 3 songs. But really, JT could stay up there for a little longer because, you know, she got her, what does JT have? She got the City Girl verses too. So she could really rock it out for a little minute. So I don't know. But yeah, y'all, let me know what y'all think about this video. Let me know what you think about the clips that you've probably been seeing online about the interview with Trina and the Nicki Minaj piece of it all. And yeah, I'll catch y'all on the next video. I told y'all I was going to have y'all out of here quickly. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about the video, and I'll see y'all in the next one.